Good morning, Mr. Sandeep. Thank you for joining us all the way here in Hyderabad, and congratulations on winning this award from the Indian Reading Olympiad.
Thank you for having me over. It's God's will that we are together today, and let's be obeisance to Goddess Saraswati, whom we all treasure and value. Thank you for having me over.
So you represent the English Book Depot, which has won the Best Library Award. And this year, the English Book Depot turns 100 years young. How does it feel being the caretaker of such a proud legacy?
Yeah. Actually, more than caretaker, it makes me think the next 100 years. Because if I look back 1923, when my grandfather, Lala Narayan Das ji, got this story that अंग्रेजों को अंग्रेजी की किताब बेचो. That's how he started. He says, at that time in 23, perhaps there weren't many readers of English books. You only focus on text or regional language. Education was more in a local language and a local culture. So he said that I shall open a bookshop in English, and he called it the English Book Depot. Now, 100 years down the line, where English Book Depot has, and we almost have the fourth generation walking in, and my mother has had the fort for 50 years. So out of the 150 have been my mother's contribution, and 30 have been our relay together. So what concerns me now, or what is my deep thought, because I think reading is very critical for anyone to think first. And only when you think, you can become a better human. So how do we build this story of keeping the art of reading at the core and ensuring that the education process, which is the NEP today, does justice to reading? If you look at the NEP today, it's time for the bookshop to think the way NEP has evolved. And NEP says very simply, I don't want to complicate it as a 250-page document. It says that the child must experience the joy of learning, in a sense. The teachers must get their due regard, and we must learn beyond the so-called syllabus. I'm not calling it curriculum.
Yes.
Because curriculum is the way you bring about the learning ecosystem. So you look at the bookshop, what the bookshop does. The bookshop inherently now, what it focuses on. 100 years went by, we focused on books. 75 of those 100 years. Then we realized that the world is evolving, this boom of consumer spending, retail space, so we added a cafe to it. So 21 years back, we added a cafe in the bookshop. That's when coffee came in. So it became books and coffee. From that bookshop which was created to sell just English books, it became a rendezvous.
Yes.
So once it became a rendezvous, and once we thought that the vision of the gentleman who in 23 said that Angrezon ko Angrezi padhao, and English is India's core strength today, 100 years down the line in the world. We are able to talk in multiple languages. We are able to understand and translate, and that's why if you see India booms with services sector today, we are able to connect the world globally with our language and multilingual skills. So at the bookshop, the important thing we are trying to do is, one, add a lot of Hindi literature.
Yes.
So that's the first change. Second, we have created a learning space above the bookshop.
That's really
So
nice.
we put up a studio, and the studio says that this is my good school. We are calling the studio my good school. And from the bookshop, we are feeding it with books, technology to manage the studio. And the people who have been with us for 30, 40 years, they feel very strongly about the profession. So they feel कि हम लोगों को यहाँ लाएंगे ताकि लोग शांति से, जैसे हम यहाँ बैठे हैं, बैठ के पढ़ें, लिखें और सोचें. And which automatically brings us to the next thought. Books, coffee and more. So that's why more has been added and not a merchandise. So that's the story.
That's amazing to hear. And what's so wonderful about these physical community centers is that after the pandemic, their magic and their importance is more clear than ever. And could you describe a bit about now that it's 2023, things seem to have opened up a bit more. How does it feel, looking into the future, having gone through such a tumultuous time?
Yeah, last 3 years, I think were good.
Oh,
I know people may think that this guy is a narcissist or a sadist. I mean, we lost so many valuable human lives, and I'm saying they were good years. Well, lives are lost, and lives have to go. That's the eternal law of moksha karma. You can't question that. Leave that aside. It gave us time to think. It gave us time to breathe. It gave us time to think what life is all about. And bottom line is we all realize that the inner joy is what we are working for. So if you were home in these difficult times, your inner joy happened in the garden, your inner joy happened playing with your children, your inner joy happened with cooking, your inner joy suddenly told you that's to work from home.
Yeah.
And your inner joy told you that you need a work-life balance. So that's why I think that this is a good time where we are not just focusing on work, but we are looking at a balance in life. Now, balance will be with the environment, with the community, with the family, and perhaps we will not think of the world with such hatred and distress after this time.
Yes, that's a very beautiful sentiment. Thank you for speaking on that. And one more thing that I'd love to hear from you is that you've talked about how you've had these customers for 40, 50 years, and I would say that at that point, are they really customers or are they almost like family for this institution? And could you share us a few stories, or maybe even just one about like the kind of connection that you have with your community?
Yeah, I could write my next book on that. I've written 4 books. So being in a bookshop made me an author. Being in a bookshop made me a school entrepreneur. It made me what they call now a school improvement coach. So what is common between all this is about 30 years back, I had a chance to work in a school, volunteer, because my everything has been volunteering. My livelihood is the book business, but whatever beyond that has been an extensive area of volunteering, and that's why our foundation today is called Learning Forward India Foundation. India should be learning forward. So when I look at back that way, just 2 days back, I had someone who says, my grandfather, who is now 93, and another one whose grandfather is 103, is in Hyderabad, who I'm seeing him today. I'm seeing him this evening. I'm meeting this 103-year-old gentleman. Remembers the bookstore.
Wow.
So that's the first thing. And second thing, because Dehradun is a town for education and schools, a lot of people come there again and again for generations to come. So they come here and they look for a social space. And this bookshop has about 20, 30 seating spaces, little corners and nooks. The cafe has about 50 seats. So in the 3,000 square feet, there is social space or community space, as you beautifully said it, wherein people come there not for buying a book, but for the experience. And what is the experience? My mother, who sat there 50 years, will tell them, Dadi maa ke nukse. The boys who find the books for you will tell them, आप ये किताब ले गए थे ना, ये आपकी मम्मी भी आई थी ना, वो भी ऐसी किताब पढ़ती थी.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, that is the kind of connect we have. Recently I had Manpreet Singh Badal come to me. Manpreet has worked in Akali Dal, has worked in Congress, and I think he's back to Congress. Sorry, I don't want to discuss politics. He got his son along, and Manpreet has been there as a student buying books. His son has been there as a student buying books. And Manpreet's dad has also visited the bookshop. So I'm just giving you a typical real life incident. And like this, if I go back, perhaps you will find many, many stories. But most stories say one thing. Even today when my mother's not too well, ideally she should have been here, but she can't travel now. So people ask us, where is she every day? And that I think is a phenomenal power of a relationship. And bookshop is more trust and relationship. It's more an experience. It's not a place to sell a product. So when you ask me this, I'm happy to share that these relationships which have evolved over generations are our values for life. And towards that, what is very heartening to see is this gentleman, Lala Narayan Das ji, who built the legacy. He had 9 children. All his 9 children were told, यहाँ से बाहर जाओ, छावनी is a cantonment, ढूंढो, वहाँ एक अंग्रेजी किताबों की स्टॉल लगाओ क्योंकि अंग्रेज किताबें खरीदते हैं. और आपको अगर वहाँ जाके कोई सप्लायर का एड्रेस चाहिए, कोई भी चीज़ चाहिए, मेरे से ले जाओ, मेरे से सीख जाओ और आगे चलो. So those 9 siblings of one family got married into other families, encouraging them also to open bookshops. So this business of opening bookshops and keeping with customers goes way beyond. Only thing we did not do was franchise. Second, we did not scale up. But we insisted on offering a relationship and a love for reading in books. So Ruskin Bond says that there are times when I walk into the bookshop and they just gifted me a book. They never asked me money for it. This I'm talking about Ruskin Bond of 30 years back. 35 years back, Ruskin Bond wrote 2 books which we published as a bookshop. So that's the relationship. So from authors to celebrities to everyone, for us, everyone is special.
Of course. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing these stories, and our best wishes to your mother. And here, like you said, here's looking forward to the next 100 years of the English book.
Absolutely. And next 100 years, very simple. We want to create this social space with more vibrancy, with more life. A place where when you come, it gives you a feeling of self-belief and you value your life, because that is very important. So if you feel that the power of reading, writing or speaking is what gives you your identity, that's what gives you the reason to exist, because bottom line is we are here to read, write and speak. The 3 human skills. We're not here to do physics, maths, chemistry, but we're here to read, write and speak. If you feel read, write and speak makes a better life for you, I think that's where we need to focus for the next 100 years. Because printed books may go, digital books may go, but we will still continue with stories of generations, with actually a connection of people who love the storytelling art, who love the story listening art. And in this whole story of reading, writing, speaking, it exists because we are listeners. So that's exactly what Learning Forward is all about. Listening, speaking, reading and writing. And that's the social space a bookshop is. Unlike a library where you're told to shut up, in a bookshop you're never told to shut up. That's the difference.
That's exactly the spirit of the Indian Reading Olympiad. And congratulations once again on winning it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to you all.
Thank you for joining us.